Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Wave Talk, the return of the Wave. First episode of 2020. I'm happy to be back. You know it's myself, the Wave conductor, H.A.P GB, with my bros, my hosts. Ollie Rose to the left of me.
Yeah. New year, new me.
Yeah, new you. Still bright.
Future, innit? Stop representing.
Still here with the bright jumpers. New year, but same jumpers, man.
Hey, got to continue the theme, bro.
Fantastic. And we got Alpha to the right of me.
I've got nothing to say, really, man.
Yes, no punchline, no.
New year. I don't know. No preaching. I'm repairing it.
For those that have forgotten that Alpha, we are going over our Waviest tracks, the Waviest video, and the Waviest project this week. It's gonna be a very special episode, and I think let's just kick things off and go straight into it. The Waviest video. Producer, please let us know what is the Waviest video this week and spot the shot.
The video of the week this week is John Wayne, Don't Get Got. Every time you see a shot spark or a gunshot spark, you take a shot.
The actual sparks.
So if you see a gun, shot.
Spark.
If you have a shot, please join us with Spot the Shot. Over 18s only, because we don't want to get in any trouble.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, but I don't know what this is. This is like a different kind of laundry.
It's called pantyhose, no?
No, that one. The pantyhose is where the socks comes up as well. That's just like
where they put like holsters.
Yeah, it's like a holster.
From fucking what's that? Rolls Royce. Just always looks cold.
The jacket's cold though.
Correct.
I ain't ever been one for the chattings. How many altercations ended up in splashings? Have to kick off a big man's face, me and M.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go.
I saw it.
Gun sparks.
Again, I don't know how I feel about these old school rappers jumping on drill when they're like jumping on the drill thing. Is that?
But what genre would you say Johnny Guns was?
Nah,
like,
he was
rap,
something else, man. It was rap, but it was like different. Like almost poetry.
It was like pride though.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, it was, but then he wasn't even rhyming at some points. Like it was just talking, like, and also it was just expressing themselves, like.
Salute, guys.
Yeah.
Salute.
First shot.
2020. Wave Talk 2020. Episode 30, guys. Bloody hell.
Say, way my man caught a window ching, cause he was lacking in traffic. And my wife
Look,
wants me to be
after effects.
romantic.
Yeah.
I'm just
Just
so
from
ratchet.
Lamborghini.
Penthouse living, counting that money after I did me a madness. Rum in my cup, Cali my spliff, you know I'm on antics. I'm trying to turn your friend to a spliff.
You know what? With the drill, I don't know. I feel like I can make a drill song though, man.
Everyone feels, I feel like everyone feels
I think the beat does it. The beat is always gonna sound crud. Like,
It is, but I reckon content has to go for it as well. You've got to say something.
You gotta say something. You gotta say
Keyword
spliff.
buzzwords.
Nah, you got to say something. Yeah,
Buzzwords.
It's all about hitting the buzzwords.
Yeah, exactly.
But
How many times? Spliff.
10 toes.
10 toes.
a couple of Sonic rings.
Chefins.
But it's a technique, man.
After I slap this, up pack in the air, I'm smoking on fat spliffs. We shoot and we score, they shoot and they miss them where they need practice.
The thing is, I'm listening and
Sliding DMs, I'm sliding.
I'm listening and I'm hearing him. I'm like, okay, I believe it because it's John Wayne and we know your rap sheet to a certain extent. But I don't want to hear him on this drill. But I don't like. We like Johnny Wayne because like he slowed down raps. He's la la la. All of that stuff.
We didn't say la la la
Exactly.
just once.
We like all of those quirky things that come along with John Wayne. Yeah, exactly. But this
You
is
want to
just
swim
like,
with the fishes?
Exactly.
That don't make. That's the
this just sounds like everything else.
People think that I'm a bad driver. Why? Cause I'm always crashing. Look, bike.
Jeez, that was a bar there though.
Oh, there was another one.
I know it's short as well.
Yeah, I see that.
Keep thinking you got all the drip. Too the red. And all this beef I had. I don't know nothing about veg. Age is nothing but a number. I was 18 running down big men.
Age ain't nothing but a number. I was 18 running down big men. Yeah. It's mad. Bagged it. And we believe him. We believe him, boy.
Fuck being a big man getting run down by 8.
What? No, fuck that.
I ain't sparing no one. You can go ask them.
What? What did he say?
Spare no one. So you think it's a bit of a dig to the other side?
Boy, I'm not instigating anything, but that sounds.
You're a drill specialist.
That sounds very suspicious, man.
Dead, dark your head and neck. I got money on my mind. I heard they put money on my head. But the shooter won't do nothing. I know him, he's a gem. I ain't never worried about the ops, but only problem this
That was fat though. That was fat as well. Them shots are crazy.
See me with no face, hide your face before you get quanked. Up pack in the air, I'm smoking your brethren, smoking your friend. My mum's a bit mad and I'm a bit mad, I guess it makes sense.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
I like simple bars, man. That's very simple.
Man said what? His mum's mad, he's mad, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
I don't like them. Anything I tell you to do, you better go do it like Simon says.
He's got an old man
I'm trying to
sketch.
tell you where
Stiff, man, isn't it?
This guy.
hating this world, the feds, and my ex.
I said 2 things he hates in this world is his feds and his. How do you?
What did his ex do to him?
For him to hate him as much as the feds.
That's mad.
That's mad, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right, that's how he ended the song. He must have hated it.
Ooh, it must, what?
Real.
I don't want to say basic, but it's got the elements, the thumbnail elements, I guess, that will capture the audience, especially the male audience. You've got 2 bad bees there, half naked, twerking for the whole video. That's gonna capture young men, you know. Happens all the time.
Another sort of, you know, average drill video, didn't do anything. You know, some cool sort of animation towards it, you know, the whole little light thing running around the screen, that was alright, but yeah, pretty forgettable if I'm totally honest with you. The only story here is that Shani Guns making this return to music.
I feel like I'm being a bit of a Debbie Downer when I come here every week in front of you guys and they ask me, how was the video, Habib, GB? And you're just like, oh yeah, it's the same shit, oh fuck this shit. I feel like I'm sounding like a Grinch. So I'm gonna try and take positives from here. That's my New Year's resolution 2020. I feel like for that video, one of the positives that I can draw out is basically that in terms of he uses quite a few After Effects, which makes it a bit nice. First one of the year, let's go with the Waviest track. I will kick things off. My track this week is from an artist called Pins, and it's called No Pain.
Bro didn't wanna do it for the peas, man, he must in and out of the room, man, he's really in a rush. No homo, he's the reason that I'm leading to bust. I'm trying to break bread with my G's, no crust, bro.
So that was Pins with No Pain. That's a potential, no, not potential, that's a potential summer banger, I was gonna say, but nah, I won't say it's not good.
Wow, man's backing down from the cliff. That's never a good sign.
That's
man climbed the cliff and dropped down.
Again, young talent from Croydon, coming from the south side of London. I think that it was a very good track. I feel as if that he's showcased a level of rapping and flows where this should be the average. This should be the set. If you're a rapper coming into the music scene, this should be the level that you should come in at. We get so much things that are below par, below average. I think he's hit the nail on the head. You had me for the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but after that it sounded a bit too much, a bit too repetitive. I was like, okay, I don't want to hear it anymore.
Hey, listen, spare me with that. Anyone get that? Pins, bowling, spares. This time I've changed it a bit. I'm not really doing the lyric thing right no more.
No.
2020, I thought, let me dumb it down for the audience. You
No
know?
more boom bap.
No more boom bap.
Okay.
That was boom bap though. But flows, beats, melodies, you know, a bit of pain there.
Yeah.
You know, some of us can relate. Huncho the first.
Huncho the first?
Huncho.
Okay.
You know, you heard him, he was the first king of England. You never heard of him?
No.
It's a horrible history.
Horrible history, bro. Featuring D Block, Indulge.
All of these diamonds on me if I walk in, no notice. Number 29, paid 29K for a hole. I got some cocaine that you can.
Say no to drugs, kids. That is the main message from this song, Indulge. M Huncho. I've never really been a big M Huncho fan. I think maybe 2019, that's when I started getting into him a little bit. More of the melodies. I love his beat selection. And just the way he flows on tracks. I couldn't really tell you what his content, obviously, you know, talks a lot about drugs and the trap life and whatnot. Some people think it's fake, some people don't believe or buy into it. I don't know why. But again, for me, I'm not too bothered about the content of him. It's more of just how it makes you feel, the vibes, driving, you feel cool and whatnot.
So I heard the album and this was definitely my favourite track. Young Ads, whenever you get him on the fucking chorus, he delivers. How much is he for a feature?
Moving on to my track of the week. My track of the week is coming from some artists that we probably haven't heard before. It's called Melvitto featuring Gabzy, or Melvitto and Gabzy. It's called For Nothing.
So you mean I gave you my love for nothing? All of my trust for nothing. So you mean I called you my rib for nothing? Think of all the things that I did for nothing.
I came across this song probably like a week and a half ago. It's been out for a little while, to be perfectly honest, 2 months. And first time I heard it, I was just like, you know what, this is a banger. I think it's only becoming like, it's sort of doing its round on social media at the moment. But it's like, you just hear it and you just think, mate, it transports you into a place. These guys glamorizing heartbreak, talking about their exes, takes you to a place where you just like, actually experiencing their emotions and that. The UK is breeding new sounds, like it is that dark sort of R&B sound that, to be fair, has been void in the UK.
Definitely don't think it's dark R&B. What the hell is dark R&B? That was something he just said just for saying sake. But I feel that he made a good choice with the song. It's definitely a song that I would go back to and listen to it again. It just gives me like it's like a reflective song. It's something that I would listen to if I'm just reflecting back on shit that I've done in my past life. Guys, please let us know who you think had the waviest track this week. Again, don't forget to vote up left, or comment if you want to just have your opinion and see if all of us had the shittiest tracks and you think you have a better track for this week. Was it Oli Rose with Melvitto? For Nothing, Alfala with M Huncho,
Indulge,
D Block Europe, Indulge, or The Wave Conductor with Pins, No Pain? Let us know. But again, we'll go straight into the next and final section of the show. Something I've been looking forward to for quite some time, since the album dropped, Waviest project, and it's no conspiracy that we're going with the big conspiracy. Shout out to J.H.A.P. Boys, the sophomore album from The Hustler,
I'm saying
Militarium,
album of the year, said it.
Transcendent.
Said it, album of the year.
Already.
Said it.
Already.
I think it's very important to note that the album has gone #1, so congratulations to J-House, the whole of Black Panther.
No video, no PR, no interviews.
Leakage.
Let's deep dive.
Let's go in straight. So track #1 is The Big Conspiracy. Before we even start, give a big shout out to ICTGM. I give her a round of applause because what she has done on the first 2 tracks, spectacular.
That's salt and pepper.
We've come to understand and come to know that it's J Hus's actual sister, and that adds more to the story. That just makes it even more sick.
If you're comparing it to Common Sense, that's got more like bangers, like big tracks where I feel like this album is a lot more mellow. I feel
it's a sound.
Yeah, and the intro sets the tone.
With The Big Conspiracy as the album, not the intro title, I feel as if that you can clearly see the growth in the artist from Common Sense to The Big Conspiracy, and I think it's amazing to actually see that as fans, to see your artist or one of your favorite artists grow into I wouldn't even say it's a finished product. I think he's still got so much. I think he's got so much. I think right now he's going through the whole. He's gaining knowledge. Process in his life. Again, you see in his tweets, he's always talking about the government this, the system that, black people living this, religion this and that, and obviously it's all conspiracy theorists when you really think about everything about 9/11, this flu virus and all that stuff. So I think that's where he is in life right now, is just discovering his thoughts really. He's gone from the whole, even though it's conscious crud, he's gone from the whole ops thing and all of that stuff, and now he's still having fun with it, but at the same time he's got the message, as you can see in the outro and a few other songs as well. So definitely a lot of growth. I think it's a good time to figure out what people's favourite tracks are on this, because I know we can all agree that we like the album as a whole. You said album of the year, it's a great 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. But in terms of favourite tracks, if you had to pick one, what would you guys say is your favourite track and why?
Obviously, it come out when the first song to be released was Must Be. For me, that's epic. I thought as if you didn't hear Must Be when was it released? Start of the year, I think, or was it last year?
No, last year.
If you just heard it when this album come out, it's madness. When you compare it in terms of the beat, J5 absolutely murdered it. I'm hearing violins, I'm hearing I'm hearing everything. It's crazy, you know? And then it's got the nursery rhyme sort of. If it looked like I can see kids in primary school Wednesday singing this. If it looked like what I'm saying? And it's got that catchy element.
Yeah.
My favourite track would be Repeat, and do you know why it would be my favourite track? I think J.H.A.P shows maturity on it.
He said,
do you know why he said? Do you know why he shows maturity? He only done the chorus. He didn't try to didn't say this is my album. Let me try and dominate it. It's like this is my album. Let me give the best product to my people. Let me just let Kofi have these verses. I'll just sprinkle. I'll just sprinkle the chorus with my thing. And it was what? It was everything.
That was everything.
Yo,
that one there, radio.
oh my god.
I would definitely go for Helicopter though, because I feel as if that coming in as a second track. With the first track, it's the intro, so everyone's a bit introspective on the intro. Every artist is a bit introspective on the intro again. But when you get into that second track and it hits you, I was just like, what the fuck is this? Again, the standout line is that I seen pigs fly, but I never seen a unicorn. That is amazing. That is a standout lyric throughout the whole album, not just that track. We've all seen Feds in the helicopter. We all live in London, in a city environments. We've seen Feds in the helicopter. Man, we've all seen pigs fly. If you look at it, we've seen pigs fly. We ain't seen a unicorn. What the hell? Are we seeing a pig fly? It's crazy. And throughout the whole track, I think in terms of him talking about his not even relationship with Feds, but Feds, the ends, I think he's just got a very good way of articulating his message because it's so simple, but it's so vivid. Let's move on to the worst tracks or your least favorite track.
I don't think there's one.
Yeah?
I won't even use the word
Least favorite
or
least listen.
Least listen? Can we say least?
Yeah, least listen. Yeah.
Most least listen. What's a little tongue twister there for me would be probably the last track.
Yeah.
Only because what's the last track called again? No. Deep in the Rap. That's it. Yeah. It's hard. But the only least listen because I have to be in that sort of headphone walking or driving along to hear that. Whereas others, I thought as if I can just play.
I like Fortune Teller, but I don't like Fortune Teller. Like, it's not my type of song, but I can actually see it doing so well.
I think Fortune Teller is like organized chaos.
It reminds me of like a Missy Elliott type.
Busta Rhymes. I put Busta Rhymes 90s, like the drums kicking.
Yeah, but it's not my type of track. But I can appreciate it as being a good song. But
that's why I feel like Fortune Teller can go from the club, to be honest, because of that beat, that drum when it comes in. I can imagine just a sweat.
Oh my god, I can imagine it even transcending and them EDM sort of white sort of.
Yeah.
I can see that doing that as well. Like,
I don't honestly feel I have a least favorite track, to be honest. I know it's crazy as it sounds. I think I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and say I think the most underrated track on this, I feel is No Denying. I feel as if No Denying is such an epic track.
You know what? When that come out
last year as well.
But
I think it came out.
When he added who that guy that left start
talking. Yeah, that little snippet. Is it Gambian? I don't know what language it is.
Gambian, but give me a translation. But I felt it. I don't know what he said. But
I feel like I knew every word. I feel like I knew every single word. I feel like No Denying, again, it's J Hus and a drill type beat, but bro, ain't no denying, army is rising, thunder and lightning, the Titans. No, the flows, the bars, it's just it's
aggressive.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Ain't nothing like this.
Juju J, he goes, in the hood they call me Mamadou. I said what? my new girl's on house arrest. I think the bars are just like, what the fuck are you saying? What are you saying? I think that is the most underrated track on that album. I feel as if that, again, before the album drops, it must be a No Denying with the tracks that you put out beforehand, but No Denying, I feel like it was like,
hey, house arrest pussy hit different, so
it hit. Never had that. Never had house arrest pussy. Is that mad? You've been hanging around the hood chicks, innit? I want to touch on the production side of things. I feel as if that this is the first project we've got when it's the least J5. I think he's only done 3 or 4 tracks on this album.
But he executive produced it, I think, which is also very important.
Oh, of course, definitely. But in terms of just production and in terms of tracks and beats and whatnot, we all know the importance and we all know the synergy and chemistry between J5 and J Hus. And now J Hus has kind of peeled away from that. So it's less. How do you think that's translated with his album? Do you think that's made it a better body of work, or do you think that with J5, if it was all J5 produced beats, it could have been better?
I disagree. I think it's like the Drake and sort of 40 thing, where like Drake could still get beats from anyone, like Metro, whatever. And 40 and Drake will still sit down.
But there'll always be a difference if 40 produces the whole thing.
Yeah, but no, you don't want that. You want someone to.
You want a new sound, man.
Exactly.
Fresh. Yeah.
Exactly. You want someone to drag.
Conspiracy, Helicopter. the different sounds.
It's
Yeah.
different sound, yeah, especially the first song. I don't think J-House could have given J5 could have given J-House.
But and again, that's my argument and my cry for why I'm saying that this album could be, and I know it's early days, don't slate me, but I thought that this could be better than Common Sense. This is another conspiracy. Do you think J-House did the leak himself, or was it actually from?
I think he leaked it, man. I can't lie, man.
I don't like
he kept tweeting about, people kept tweeting. I mean, he's going mad on Twitter.
I might leak that.
Yeah, I might, not even about leaking the album. Just like people kept asking him questions. When's the album dropping? When's the album
holding me back or something?
He's like, oh yeah, they're holding back. He wants to release it now. This and that. I just feel as if if he did, my conspiracy is he released the album. Him and John said, let's leak it and whatnot. That forces the label to say, alright, cool, we need to rush it and release it, because let's say, for example, I think it was due to be released February the 7th, I think. Yeah, so maybe like.
Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from?
Because the hard copies released on February 7th. So I'm assuming if the hard copy is going to be released on February the 7th, that's when the album was due to be released all as one package. Could be.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they've gone to the label and said, listen, it's been leaked, we're going to lose out on P's, we spent all this money on the production and recording and paying the features and all that, getting it cleared and all that stuff. We need to make money now, because if we leave it for another three weeks, I reckon 3 weeks, people are going to be banging it out. When it gets released February the 7th or whatnot, it's not going to be the same. So as a label, you're looking at it as, we need to make our P's back.
Yeah.
Because I remember, exactly, yeah.
So when I went number one with
let's go
digital.
Let's throw it out there quickly, release it on a Friday, and then see what happens. I just realised he's got the word piracy underlined.
Where?
There, look.
No.
That's a bit mad, isn't it?
I know why you're here. There's a reason. There's a reason why you're here. Piracy is underlined on Big Conspiracy. Big Conspiracy. In Conspiracy, piracy is underlined.
You got Sherlock Holmes in this bitch.
Literally. It was all a plan. It was all a plan.
Piracy.
That was episode 30 of Wave Talk, the first one of 2020. Epic stuff, epic episodes. Please guys, remember to like, subscribe and comment below to the YouTube channel RAHH Online. Get this shit live and direct to your mobile screens and your desktop screens. It's been myself, the Wave Conductor, H.A.P GB, Olu Rose, Alfala,
Don DeMarco.
and we will see you again with another week.
Sorry. Can we not get tags, bro? Because man's tired of trying to think of something to say. Like,
it's true. Like I should have a button that should just tap that.
Producer, can we do that, please? Thank you.
I need someone to record. On Rose, baby.
It's been another week, another wave, and we will see you again in a fortnight when the shop opens back again. Let's go. Over and out.